Success without fulfillment is failure. This is taken from Tony Robbins, the infamous and life transformational coach who's worked with many thousands of people, arguably some of the most successful people in their fields in the world, including US presidents and Olympians, CEOs of top companies, as well as your average man in the street. And I'm here to question whether success without fulfillment is actually failure. Be interested to know what you think. Here's my view. There's something about fulfillment that comes with a successful completion of a task, a mission, even a vision, if you like. For instance, I'm sitting in front of this little wood pile that I've been axing up, and yeah, it feels like a success. It's fulfilling because I know that it's going to keep us warm next winter, and this is the spring equinox, and I'm here in the UK, so there's a sense of that fulfillment, and there's a fire going up in the allotment there, burning some of the debris that's been cut back. So yeah, all in all, a successful morning, and yeah, fulfilling. But is there something beyond success and failure, a sense of fulfillment beyond needing to complete a goal or reach a target? Is there something I'm going to call contentment that needs nothing? And here I'm going to leave you and read a short poem by Caspar Hauser, who was I think around in the 16th century in Germany. He was found as a boy wandering in the streets of the town, and turns out he'd been kept as a captive for most of his childhood, and in a cell, basically in a cellar, and barely kept alive. He was emaciated and pure white skin, and nearly blind, and then he started to come out with very profound statements and teachings, if you like, and this poem about contentment is one of those. Contentment is the greatest grace. Contentment changes water to wine, grains of sand into pearls, raindrops into balsam, poverty into riches, the smallest into the largest, the most common into the purest, the earth into paradise. Beautiful is the heart that remains in harmony with itself at all times. Beautiful is life itself, as all deeds balance each other. So that's taken out of one of my sketchbooks, which is there with a picture of The Angel of the Flowing Light by favourite artist of mine called Cecil Collins, and I shall be making another video about him and his work. That was Caspar Hauser, and talking about contentment. So how do we find contentment? How do I find contentment? You know, there's a great description of it, and it seems that it stands alone. It doesn't need any sense of success or even fulfillment. It's something that arises as if it's dormant, and it arises from within when certain conditions are met. And those conditions, I am suggesting, come from a sense of being and not doing. So I've now stopped doing, stopped chopping, stopped burning. I am doing a video, but at the same time I'm being with you, with myself, with my dog Bonnie, with the birds singing. Life's good. So I encourage you to just be, and to be outside. We've all got a favourite place. So I live in a beautiful valley, very fortunate. I call it a success. Although it's not my property, it's a National Trust property, and we're just tenants looking after it, and I have the privilege to live here. So after maybe a successful or career, maybe you've finished, and now there's a sense of what next? How am I going to get my fulfillment? Can I just be content? And I'd really like to hear from people, where their sense of fulfillment and contentment comes from, and I think just to encourage other people to find that for themselves as well. So I'm going to leave it there. Might get back to doing some more wood chopping. I'll walk the dog in the woods. There we go. And until next time, may all go well.